Previously on Deck of Many Aces. You're going to be our task force, if you will. The project's official name is the Adventurers' Research of Abnormal Civilian Experiences, or Project Arrowace for short. Would you be able to pop into TEPMET? We've had a bit of a weird occurrence there. Something hit me from quite far away.
Was it you couldn't see anything, or you couldn't see it?
I couldn't see it. I don't know what it was. It was like every time I tried to look at it, I couldn't. It was almost like I was looking at it and then looking somewhere else. Are you guys talking about the weird flame things that have been happening?
Wait. Fire things? No one mentioned a fire thing.
Yeah, we were talking about the shadow things instead.
Oh, well, that's been part of the problem. Sorry to interrupt, but I just don't think you have the full story. Welcome to Deck of Many Aces, an actual play D&D podcast made with actual asexuals. Every time. We are a group of people who identify somewhere on the aromantic or asexual spectrum, playing 5th edition D&D with a twist. Each character's backstory, current predicament, and fateful future is based on the cards drawn from the Deck of Many Things. I am your DM, your demisexual mimosa, because I had some this morning.
Very good.
And with me, I have...
Hi, I'm Am. I forgot I was first for a second. Hello, I play Tohsya Atherdale, a Loxodon fighter, and we both use she, her pronouns.
Hi there, my name's Chloe. I play Raina Riftwood, who's a tabaxi bard, and we both also use she, her pronouns.
I play Delphi, or Delphinium, who uses she, her pronouns, and I use she, her, and they, them pronouns.
And your name is Eiriol.
What's your name?
Yeah. Eiriol. There we go. That one important thing. You don't need to know
mess.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm playing Morgan, who is a tiefling wizard. She uses she, her pronouns, and I use she, her, or they, them.
Yay!
Have I forgotten anything I'm supposed to say?
Yeah, no, you actually...
I think we did it.
Got it all in one. I also use she, her pronouns. And my name is Ellie. I forgot to mention my name.
This is going so well.
It has, everyone can probably tell, it has been a while since we have recorded. It has been a month. And I feel like it has been a long month. A lot has
The world
happened.
has changed massively.
Some good things, some bad things.
Destiel is canon, just
Oh god, I was about to say that, and I was like, should I say that? No, I won't say that, and then you said it.
Ellie can cut it out if she doesn't think it's appropriate.
Oh,
You know,
it's absolutely appropriate.
Love wins, and then you get sent to mega hell.
Ellie will now go on a 5-hour rant.
BRB, see you all in mega hell.
Now I'm out as gay, I'm going to mega hell.
The best honeymoon destination for all your gays.
I've never even watched Supernatural.
Me neither.
I watched up to season 8. I'm a goddamn veteran.
That is so sad for you. I've never seen it, but obviously it was part of the Super Hulock fandom.
It's a bad show. The show
Oh my
is bad.
god, no, this is cursed. This whole conversation is cursed. Let's move on.
Oh, you know Super Hulock is still a thing, but it's moved to Pinterest.
Yes, I was going to say.
It's just screen grabs of Tumblr from 2012.
It's just Tumblr
awful.
on Pinterest.
Everything I ever see on Facebook is like, the Facebook content is just screenshots of Tumblr posts.
It
Speaking
really
of,
is.
who's excited for Sherlock season 5?
No, stop
What?
it.
What?
No, what?
Oh no, is this how
Sorry?
you find out?
Yes.
No,
I'm
what?
so sorry. 1 second, I'm gonna drop the link.
Why do I feel like I'm
What
going
have
to hate
I
this?
done? What
have
have I done?
Why
Cool.
are they
I think
bringing
this
it
is the end of the
back?
podcast
This is it.
because the world's going to end.
The cast, there's like been some articles. The cast have been dropping hints about season 5.
No.
Oh no.
No one asked for that.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
I can't believe I did this to you. I'm so
I'm
sorry.
forcibly changing the subject. Let's talk about anything else.
Can we play Dungeons
Yeah.
and Dragons?
Yeah, let's play Dungeons and Dragons.
Let's escape from this world in which Sherlock season 5 exists.
That's the true escapism we all crave.
This is the thing, is that the final big bad will be just season 5's Sherlock.
Oh no!
As the embodiment of season 5.
Do not put it past me.
It's just a big dragon with Benedict Cumberbatch's face on it.
No.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's already a thing of that. Yeah.
Stop!
Have you not seen this? This exists.
This exists.
I don't doubt it for a second.
It's in the Hobbit. He's the Hobbit. He's
I
the
know,
Hobbit.
I know,
No,
but
no,
it doesn't.
someone edited Smaug's
no.
face to be Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh,
I kind of just assumed that someone had done that and didn't feel the need to see it.
So, Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe we need. I feel like I
The
haven't even.
good game.
I haven't even had a drink, but I feel like as soon as I said demisexual mimosa, things just went downhill.
It did.
Okay, so from last time, the Welder's Glass is where you are at currently. You're in a little pub, and you were all discussing battle strategy, and this hulking bartender has come over and sort of interrupted your conversation and said that that just the shadows, the sort of shadowy aspect of whatever it is that's killing people isn't the full story. What do you guys want to do?
Look at them expectantly and wait for them to continue.
Can you elaborate on that?
He kind of like glances over his shoulder, and then after sort of seeing that his boss isn't looking, just like grabs a chair and pulls up and like talks, like comes and sits with you. He's, by the way, I feel like I never did a physical description of him. So he's a bronze dragonborn, but he's got these enormous tusks, not tusks. What are the word? Horns. Horns. I forgot the word for horns. This is already going so well.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, it's been a long week. You can tell this is being done on a Sunday night. Really, truly. Yeah, so he comes and he pulls up a chair, and he's like, hi, I'm Harley, by the way. Yeah, I heard you guys talking about the shadows, and, well, that's part of what's been going on, but there isn't really any, consistency between what people are saying about these attacks. The bodies that are coming back, they all have different, like, scars.
Well, that's troubling. Not knowing about what we're facing will make things more difficult.
Harley, what is the authority kind of system here? Do you have like a leader or some like soldiers to keep the peace or anything like that?
We have a couple of local militia, but they're really, they're kind of, small town police. They're not really trained for this.
And has that changed at all recently? Like, have you had a leader go away or die or anything like that?
No, nobody's. I mean, obviously, a couple of the militia have died on like night patrol from this creature, from whatever it is that's in the shadows. But they haven't. The attacks started, and then the militia were killed, not the other way around.
Right. Well, I just thought maybe there was some sort of more crime going on, but it doesn't sound like that's the case.
No.
So, how many people do you think have died so far or been attacked?
Just
Just a
let me
guess.
see. So, Well, we're only a small town. Obviously there was Frankreich from across the way, a couple of the militia. I'd say that's like about 7 total.
Okay, 7 so far. Well, let's make sure it's not 8.
Do you know what happened to each of the bodies? I don't want to trouble you, but could you just briefly describe what they were? You said all the things that killed them were different.
Yeah. Are you guys planning on fighting this thing?
Well, that was the plan.
It depends.
Well, plan A was to fight it, yes. Unless you have reason to believe that would be a bad idea?
No, I don't think so. Aside from... I don't know, you guys seem kind of cool. I wouldn't want y'all to get hurt, but we really need somebody to sort out the problem, and if you think you can beat this thing, then, well, we'd all really appreciate it.
I subtly shift my warhammer on the table. Sorry, my maul.
Yeah, he kind of just, like, looks over at it with a mixture of awe and terror.
Excellent.
The correct response.
He turns back to you, Delphi, and is like, okay, well, out of the 7 of them, Frankreich said that it was like a shadow thing, and he was bitten. A couple of people have come back with like burn scars, but then other people have. So I think we had like 3 or 4 who had burn scars, and then a couple more that were sort of just kind of general, like bludgeoning and piercing, like damage that didn't seem to have any burn scars. The ones who did have burn scars, though, they had, well, other things, like they had like chunks of like earth on them, and like, this is really horrible, but I think one of them had like a like shard of ice like right through his skull.
Ellie,
Yes.
can I do, given my like extensive study specifically of fighting and monsters and such, am I allowed to do an intelligence check to figure out what I think these things probably are?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, history specifically, is that alright?
Is that because that's what you have proficiency in?
Yes.
Yeah,
I mentioned my studying, so that was the...
Yes.
I got a 14 for my history check.
Okay, cool. What is it that you specifically... What are you thinking? Like, what do you want to know?
I'm trying to figure out the type of creature this is. As a player, I'm like, oh, it is this. But I don't know if Toz would know what those are.
It sounds like some of these kind of symptoms, what's a better word for them? Some of this damage is indicative of elemental magic, but not all of them.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
If she says that to us, can I do an Arcana check to see if it sounds like a magical creature I might have heard of?
Yes.
To clarify, in character, Morgan hasn't. I don't know if Morgan knows it, but out of character, I have not read the whole monster manual. I have no idea what actual creature this is, if it is a standard thing.
Okay.
Can we work together and see if we can use the Arcana knowledge?
I can help you, which gives you advantage.
Yeah, so I think Toz would also share this information with the group and be like, okay, well, it sounds like these kind of things use elemental magic and elemental damage, but may not specifically be, a large group of elementals.
But they could also be other people or other creatures, because it sounds like it's a group.
Using elemental magic, yes. Maybe a group of druids who are particularly annoyed.
Okay, rolling Arcana with my +6. That's with advantage. That's a 10. I don't know anything about this.
With advantage? Oh no.
No.
Yeah, I rolled an 8 and a 10 with a +6 is not a very good.
That's impressively bad.
I rolled a 2 and a 4.
Morgan's so smart.
This is the first time Morgan rolled badly.
I know. Welcome to our world.
Morgan's only rolled like 3 times.
Morgan suddenly forgets to read.
What up? I'm Morgan. I'm 20-something, and I never learned how to read.
I just realised I accidentally, because I've got my character sheet open in Roll20, I accidentally rolled the dice in the Roll20, but I didn't use my special Morgan dice. That's the reason. I didn't use the normal Morgan dice.
There we go.
That is it. Okay, so with a 10, you think, maybe Toz is right. Maybe it is elemental damage.
I
Wonder
say
if
that.
Morgan just does like a quality bit of I was about to say mansplaining, but it's not mansplaining because she's a woman. Womansplaining.
Womansplaining.
Wizardsplaining.
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 My studies were not primarily focused in magic attacking creatures, unfortunately. I'm assuming it's a magic creature. It may not be a creature. It may not be maybe somebody pretending to be one.
Well, yes, that's what I was going to say.
But biting is not a normal thing.
So,
maybe it's a normal thing for druids. I don't know. I don't really know any druids.
so you say elemental damage, right? But like, isn't that like, what is it like? Air, water, fire, earth. What about the shadow thing? That's not an element, is it?
No, but
Raina does raise a good point.
it could be two creatures with very different powers working together, perhaps.
It could
Yeah,
be.
like a gang.
Well, we've already established that they don't have very good peacekeeping force, so gang is definitely possible.
I assume Harley's still here listening to this brainstorming session.
Yeah. He's kind of like he's looking at you with like absolute like fascination. He's kind of fangirling a little bit.
Oh, Holly, are you all right over there, Holly?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Y'all just seem like you're really like smart and you know so much about like creatures and magic and stuff. It's just kind of cool.
You know what, Harley? It's all in the logic. I don't know anything about creatures, but you can work anything out if you look and you... That sentence got away from me a bit.
If you look, and that's all you need to do.
Raina's entirely right. I think, honestly, the best way we can find out what these creatures are is just maybe beating them over the head with a large stick.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
Well, I think we should look first,
Then beat.
and then hit them.
The old look then hit strategy.
Yes.
This is a classic move. My uncle used to teach me this.
Harley, the people who've been attacked, they've all been alone?
Yeah, except for Frank Reich was alone, but then I think Marla went and was walking in the square at the same time and managed to scare whatever it was off. So
Okay.
Whatever it is tends to attack just individuals.
So if we have all four of us, surely all four of us together then should be able to handily defeat it, or at least not be in any serious danger.
Well, it depends if it's got friends.
Well, if it's been running away from two people, then four should be fine.
I can help you guys too if you'd like. I don't know much about fighting, but yeah, just if I'll be around.
If we need your help, I'm sure we'll know where to find you. At the moment, I can't think of any roles we really need filling except perhaps bait, and I think that's a bit difficult to ask of you if you are not particularly adept at fighting.
So I just need you to know that, like, Harley's like when Delphi was like, you know, oh, we'll call on you if we need you, Harley's face like lit up, and then when Morgan was like, but we'd only probably use you as bait, his face fell.
Well, Harley, look.
Yeah, we don't need you. I mean, I'm sure you're an excellent bartender, but can you breathe fire? I believe you cannot breathe fire, so...
Unless Do you have any stealth magic? Because I am very big and quite loud.
No, I don't.
That's okay.
I've got lightning breath, but I don't have
That
any.
is super cool.
Oh,
That's very
kind
amazing
of
and
assuming
cool.
you wouldn't have the ability to breathe fire, but then of course you're a dragonborn. I mean,
I still think, even then, let's.
I don't think a fifth person is really necessary.
But we really appreciate you asking.
Oh, thanks, guys.
And I'm sure you're excellent at bartending. So
Yeah, I guess I am a good bartender. Oh, did y'all want something to eat? That was why I came over here originally, but I guess I got distracted by all the cool, like, battle stuff.
Well, I have had 2 biscuits all day, so yes, please.
Do you have any vegetarian food?
Yeah, we've got lots of vegetarian options.
Amazing, thank you.
The panic in my brain then when I was like, wait, what is fantasy mac and cheese?
Surely it's just mac and cheese.
Elephants are vegetarians.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, I know, but it was like the first vegetarian dish I thought of, and then I was like, wait.
It is the typical, like, pub vegetarian dish.
It is.
also we were discussing it prior to recording. So
Yeah.
I think
Yes,
maybe
that's
Morgan
true.
should be allowed some mac and cheese too.
To make up for the one Katie dropped.
Can anyone think of a cool fantasy name for mac and cheese?
Everyone goes silent.
I think that's a no.
Nope.
My brain was like, 5 cheese, pasta, bake. Nope.
That's not cool.
The pasta of comfort.
It has to be pasta of something.
Heroes pasta.
Yeah, heroes pasta. The pasta of heroes.
I love that. Okay. Raina, you were about to say something, I think, about fish, and then I interrupted about mac and cheese.
I was literally just asking if you had any fish dishes.
Oh yeah, we've got some fish dishes. Your standard cod, halibut, salmon.
Oh, well, the cod is just fine. I'm sure it'll be lovely.
Great. Okay. And he turns to Delphi.
Have you got what's the word? Potatoes, right? Those. Yes. Those are the ones that are common around here, right?
Yeah, I've got potatoes. I can get you just potatoes?
I can't remember any of the vegetables around here. They're so different.
Carrots?
Just find any vegetables and just on a plate. It'd be lovely.
Raw?
Coming right up. 2 heroes pasta. 2 heroes pasta, cod, and just vegetables.
Thumbs up.
And him. He stands up and he goes off to get your food. Is there any more battle strategy that you would like to talk to?
Please can you bring up a glass of water for the table?
A jug, please.
Yeah,
Jug,
yeah,
I meant to say jug.
Just water for me. I hate everyone else.
Glass is plural.
A glass of water for the
Oh my
table.
God.
I'll splash out. I'll get a whole glass for the table.
Glass is plural. Can I re-record that, or are you going to make me leave it in the episode as is?
Oh my gosh, the temptation. The temptation is so... I feel like, I don't know, because I feel like so much of this episode is just like,
Trash.
such a mess already that I'm kind of like, I might just let you re-record that
Yeah.
just because...
Whether you want to embarrass
much
them
of
or
it
not.
is
I'm going to do it again, and then you can then you can decide afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, and before you go, please can you also bring a jug of water for the table and some glasses too? Thank you.
Yeah, sure can do. Off he goes. Did y'all want to discuss battle tactics now?
Yes. So, what exactly are your favoured strategies? You obviously hit things good.
Yes, I do have a plan, or rather the semblance of a plan, which is obviously we've discussed Raina as bait. Thank you very much for that. I propose, if possible, we should try and get either Raina or Delphi to hit this creature first. As they were talking about, they could perhaps light it up. It may have different elemental forms, but we don't know it won't be in its shadow form, so this will be very useful. It would be very helpful if someone could make me quieter, if any of you have magic for that, because I am quite big and loud.
I can make you quicker.
Okay.
I can make you harder to hit.
That's fine. I'm already quite hard to hit, but I appreciate it.
I can't actually. I can only make myself hard to hit. Sorry, I misread the spell. So, Delphi, you're also a magic user, yes? What sort of... What's your standard modus operandi, would you say?
Well, my spells are quite limited, really.
Warlocks, baby.
But I do have this, and I think this is a good point for it. They take out a crystal that they've got in their pocket. It's about like a foot long.
A big pocket there.
Delphi's a big girl.
Jealous. So jealous.
Yeah, it's a big pocket, you know. It's like an internal pocket inside of like a cloak kind of thing. Yeah. And then they... You know how like when stage magicians like hide, like pull something out of thin air? They do that, but they kind of... You're not entirely sure how they're doing it, but they swap out this crystal for a glaive, which is about... I think it's like 8 foot long.
Jeez.
Blimey.
In the pub?
Yeah, which is a... it's a weapon that's like a staff with a knife on the end.
That is a very big stick.
And they go, but this is what I mainly use if I need to dispatch of anything. And then they take either end and pull it and disappear it back into the crystal in that strange way that you're not entirely sure how. It kind of just disappears behind their hands and is gone.
Cool.
Delphi, are you one of them illusionists I've seen on a street corner?
No, this isn't an illusion. It's gone. It's sort of tucked into... It's difficult to explain. It's tucked in between...
It looks like some very interesting spatial manipulation there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where it goes, but it goes somewhere.
So, you're more of a make the enemy be damaged type, whereas I do slightly more make our people better type. Okay, that's good. You make them be damaged. Does anyone want to breathe fire or anything?
That sounds very scary.
I can make people breathe fire or acid or poison, whatever. I could do it to myself, but then I would have to be relatively close to whatever we're burning, and I would prefer to be a little further back.
Well, I suppose it depends on where we're gonna lie in wait or where we end up fighting this. Like, I don't want to set anyone's homes on fire.
I mean, why not the town square, right? It's where most of these attacks seem to be taking place.
We don't know what we're fighting yet, so there's... Whatever plan we make will have to be adapted. Maybe it is worth scouting out this adversary.
But we don't really have any way of... I don't have any way of tracking things down magically, I don't think.
We can't scout it out without somebody else being put at risk, and I really don't feel comfortable with that.
Well, we could go back to plan the first idea, and because if I go out there as bait, and then the rest of you are dotted around the square, then whatever comes into the square, we've got it surrounded.
I agree.
And then that's whatever it is. That's a pretty good position to be in, unless it's got lots of friends.
I can make you react faster, so you should be safer.
Yes.
We trust each other, and I think we should have some kind of signal to bail if we feel that we can't survive this encounter.
Yes, I would.
We run away.
We could scream and run.
I'll probably do that anyway, but a word would be good.
I will just fly away. I'm assuming that it cannot fly. Oh, I could be.
Air support?
Many people do not look up, but I'm not sure.
I was hoping for one of you on the roof.
I can go on the roof if.
I think that is perhaps a good idea. What about biscuit?
Oh, biscuits.
That's a brilliant word.
At this point, Harley's gonna bring over your food and just set it down, look at you all excitedly, and then scurry away.
Thank you so much, Harley.
Thank you, Harley.
Let's have some grub then.
Raina is gonna wolf it down.
Did they cook the vegetable?
Yes, I was going to say, I feel like describing this meal is going to be interesting. So, Hero's pasta is exactly what you would imagine. It's mac and cheese. Okay. Are we mac and cheese with breadcrumbs people?
Yes,
or are we not?
absolutely.
I'm not breadcrumbs people.
And mustard.
Mustard?
Okay.
Bacon bits, pepper.
Bacon bits, not for the vegetarian.
Oh yeah, okay. It probably doesn't have bacon bits in this one, but in general, just stating.
Okay. Mustard, no breadcrumbs, which I feel like we may need to have words later, but that's fine.
I don't like. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Let's not get into that.
Breadcrumbs are nice. They're just more effort.
No, I mean to eat as well.
And the fish is really lovely. It's done in with some kind of sort of honey glaze, and is delicious. The vegetables, I feel like they were just very confused about what you were asking for. So they've tried their best. They've got you've just got a plate of boiled potatoes, kind of quartered, and then some carrots dotted in there as well. And then they've kind of put some broccoli to the side experimentally. Is it offensive to give a tree mini trees? I don't know. Yeah, right. So sorry, I completely derailed things with food.
We're at least halfway through this episode and we haven't.
We've only been talking about food.
And tactics, which, to be fair, is important and useful. Do you all feel like you've got a solid plan, or would you like to
I am good to go.
I don't think there's much more we can do.
I'm ready to fast forward to dusk. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and does anybody want to roleplay anything over food, or are you happy to just...
I'm good to go.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm not sure how we're going to be hiding, considering we are not a non-stealthy group.
This is true. We are all very big.
No, wait, we're not an inconspicuous group.
We've also just decided to use the one person who could be inconspicuous as bait.
But I don't think I'm going to get attacked, and I don't want to risk Morgan. I'd be happy to... I mean, back into Tohsya's voice. If Delphi was wanted to, absolutely, but I think Morgan would be better at deceiving this creature into believing she was helpless and alone.
I understand that I would be good at pretending to be physically helpless and scared, but I would also literally be that, so I'm not sure how useful that would be.
I'm happy to do it.
Raina's probably our best choice. Just try to be distracting and damselly.
Damselly.
Damselly?
I'm not very good at that.
Perhaps you could pretend to be... perhaps you could pretend to be asleep, a traveller who's nowhere to stay.
Oh, I know. Right. There was this one ship where the first mate was a right weeb, and I just made up a word.
What is a weeb?
I think I meant dweeb. Try that again. Right, there was this one ship where the first mate was a right dweeb, and he used to run away at the first sign of danger. So if I just pretend I'm him, that could work.
Yes, just make yourself conspicuous enough that if, say, we weren't very good at hiding, this creature would be more distracted by you than us.
You could pretend to be drunk.
I can definitely pretend to be drunk.
You could pretend to be drunk.
I mean, I could also get drunk.
No,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
I
think
feel
that's
like-
a good idea.
That was a joke.
Good.
Good.
Maybe half a joke.
So, you're all heading out of the pub now, and it's sort of nearly dusk, I'd say, like, or I guess dusk. And this pub opens directly onto the town square. So, where is everyone positioning themselves?
Before we go, I need to cast this on you then, and I'm going to cast Gift of Alacrity on Raina. It takes a minute to cast, so you've got to do it now. You touch a willing creature. For the duration, the target can add 1d8 to its initiative rolls.
Nice.
Dang, very cool.
I also
Chloe, did you
don't
get
have
that?
too bad bonus to initiative already, so hopefully I'll go first.
That is the idea with your extra
Yeah.
1d8. Do you want a long strider as well?
What does that one do?
God, burning spell slots left and right. I got 2 to go.
Yeah.
And you're burning all of them at once.
Warlock spell slots are different to any other spell slots, though.
This is the one where it's like gives you more movement, right?
You get an extra 10 feet per turn.
I actually don't think I will need that because I have a thing. I can basically dash for free. Every other turn.
I just realised I forgot to prepare it. It's one of the ones I did not prepare, so it's moot anyway.
Oh, there we go.
I also, just for future reference, I'm quite happy to hand wave preparing spells.
I'm going to fly up onto one of the roofs.
Before we leave the tavern, can I swipe an empty beer mug or something?
Yeah. Morgan, you said you were going to go up on the roof.
Yeah.
Of the tavern.
Where is Raina situating herself? Just kind of near the tavern.
I was going to go into the middle of the square so that we were as far away from potential collateral damage as possible.
Okay. I think then whatever the closest roof is towards the middle of the square, whatever kind of building sticks out the most, and she's going to kind of crouch up there.
You, I guess, are in the sort of eastern part of the square then, I guess, like close to the sundial.
Mm-hmm.
So, where's the pub on the square? North, south, east, or west?
It's to the south.
To the south. Okay, then I'll take Morgan to the east, so I'll take the west. I'm looking for something very large to hide behind, like an industrial-sized waste bin, something similar. I'm quite hefty, and also the thing I wanted to ask you guys about is prior to us going into battle. So I have 15 armor when I'm completely unarmored. I have 16 with my chainmail, and then I have 18 if I am holding a shield. How's everyone
Dang.
feeling? I'm thinking I'm going to go for the 16 so I can use my maul two-handed.
It's up to you. I think you're going to be the one taking the hits.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stay optimistic, and I'm gonna get rid of my shield for now. So I will have 16 AC for the duration of this fight, unless I equip my shield.
I think that's still pretty high anyway, so hopefully you'll be alright.
And in terms of places to hide, there isn't like a kind of a waste bin or anything, but there's a sort of small glass blower shop that you can kind of crouch in the space between two buildings.
Yeah.
So you're sort of concealed by shadow.
Okay.
Is that good enough for
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Delphi?
Probably the same sort of thing, but on the opposite side. Or not on the opposite side, I guess. On like the south or the north side. Yeah, the north side. Just somewhere that they can be hidden from you while still being able to roughly see. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just...
Cool. You can hide by Frank Reich's shop.
About how large is the square, do you think?
It is about 100 feet across.
Okay.
Everyone's going to be quite far from me.
Before it all kicks off, Green, that's Morgan's parrot familiar, is going to fly to the centre of the square and sit on the sundial and just kind of perch there in wait.
Oh, that's so cute. I love that so much.
No, this is tactics.
Yes, no, I think it's so smart. I just need to, actually, you know what? I know where the sundial is, unless green moves. I probably don't need a token. I will get one up V quickly. Just like a random one.
Yeah.
Sushi.
Sushi?
Green is sushi now.
Oh, I was going to ask how convincingly Delphi could pretend to be a tree, but this is a joke.
No, that's offensive.
I was about to say.
Broccoli's fine. Delphi takes out their weapons.
PvP,
They're ready
let's
to throw
go.
down.
We knew it would end like this.
This is episode 3.
Episode 3. PvP.
But, that's all Morgan's gonna do anyway.
The entire party against each other in the 3rd episode.
Okay, so we've got in the square, we have Delphi is in the north of the square, hiding next to Frankreich's shop. Raina is in the center. Morgan is perched on the roof of, I think, a temple. Tohsya is hidden behind a glassblower's shop. And it is dusk. You've all been sat waiting for about 10 minutes when, out of nowhere, a number of figures materialise right next to Raina. A large red snake flickers into view, and it's snapping its jaw at a group of small pixie-like creatures that are flying around its head and attacking it.
Damn.
They notice Raina and start to go towards her. Everybody roll for initiative.
Oh!
Deck of Many Aces is Am Chisholm, Chloe Elliott, Eiriol Evans, Katie McLeod, and me, Ellie Webster. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Deck of Many Aces, or tweet at us with the hashtag DOMA, that's DOMA. Please subscribe and leave us a review on iTunes if you like what you hear. We really appreciate it, and it makes a world of difference to us, so thank you so much. Also, thank you to the Adventuring Guild for leaving our very first rating. Thank you so much, we really appreciate it. Head over to Chloe's SoundCloud to check out the music for the show, and if you want to hear more of Am, then subscribe to A Rendezvous with Destiny, a Sky on Path actual play podcast that she helps to create. Also, Am has a cool new website which you can find at ameliachisholm.co.uk, where she posts about all her cool freelance content creation. The next episode will be with you on the 4th of December, so I will see you all then. Have an ace week!